I'm Laara Cerman, and today is June 13th, 2024. I am based in the suburbs of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and my background in art is, well, I didn't go to art school. I went to photography school, which was more oriented towards commercial work. So that's actually what I do for a living, is I do a lot of freelance Photoshop work. So where I live, there are pockets of nature, like bits of forest, rivers and lakes, abandoned lots that are left to grow wild. So I think it's this tension between living in a more urban area versus my need to be in the forest that has been a really big influence on the concepts that I focus on in my artwork. I wanted I want to know what all the plants around me are, but I had nobody to teach me, and I was never taught this in school, so I decided to start teaching myself. I've been exploring a variety of mediums, such as metalsmithing and working with fiber, which I'm also self-taught in. As for my biggest influence, I don't really have any specific artistic individual or individuals, but maybe Joseph Campbell, I could say, is an influence on me. He was a scholar of comparative mythology. I don't think this comes across in my work at all, but it's something that I'm reaching towards for having some kind of mythological or universal, timeless aspect in my art. Nature is also obviously a very big influence as well, and patterns as well, and Islamic design and tapestries. I think I'm trying to find some sort of order in the chaos. Right now, I'm focusing on copper and fiber sculptures that focus around the themes of death and rebirth or renewal. I'm also creating a jewelry line, though I have no idea when I'm going to be ready to release it. The designs are done, but the fabrication is not. I think the biggest challenge of being an artist is just simply surviving. It's trying to find that balance between earning a living and living a normal human life, and also with creating, because all I want to do sometimes is create, and I need to do other things too to make sure I'm alive and nourishing my body. To my younger self, I would say that you should just keep doing what you're doing, trust your intuition, and be patient with the process. I haven't really tried unconventional mediums or techniques. I've experimented with melting metal. I don't mean melting it and then casting it. I mean like melting the actual parts of the sculpture, of making it a bit imperfect. I don't know if that is too unconventional though. I've also been torch firing enamel onto copper and purposely doing it sloppily to imply age or decay on fungi that I'm sculpting. So maybe that's a little bit unconventional, trying to do things badly. I sometimes will work in silence, or sometimes I'll listen to a podcast or music. It really depends on my mood and what I'm working on. When I'm designing a new project, I need quiet. But if I'm hands-on or doing something that's monotonous, I might listen to a podcast or music. Though sometimes I like a quiet, and what's going on in my head is more than enough noise for me. I'm not always around for people's reactions, so I don't really know what the best one would be. But honestly, I'm always happy when I see somebody smile or spend a bit of time with my work, such as maybe they want to take a photograph of it. That's always great to see. And it's always heartwarming when somebody says that they've been inspired by my work. And what I hope people maybe can take away from my artwork is that hopefully they'll take more time to look at what's around them. So for example, if they see a lawn, an overgrown lawn, and they might just see it as a bunch of green, but really just stop and take a look to see what is growing there, like how diverse it actually is, what plants are there, and what kind of insects.